There's a good look where we are. Clay Chalkville. Oh, we're going to take on McAdory. It's chilly outside. Let's hope the basketball will warm us up just a little bit. Clay Chalkville comes into this a dominating team in 6A. They are 19-1 overall. They've won their area 3-0 and will play to get into the playoffs here just towards the end of the week. On the other side, my friend and partner, Chris Osborne, McAdory girls, they have accelerated in the last couple of weeks because they've gotten over injuries. So I don't think we should let the 7-14 record fool us, although they did meet earlier in the year and it was rather lopsided as Clay Chalkville, number 3 in the state, won at 57-22. What you think?
Good evening, everybody. Well, Maddie, let me tell you, McAdory has a really young team, and we know that, right? Coming in, as you mentioned, Clay Chalkville, 19-1, somewhat of a juggernaut in high school girls basketball. So we'll see if for McAdory some of their players like Cheney, Wren, and Laceers can step up and get some points and some good defensive minutes.
Yeah, let's take a look at the first 5. Will hit the floor for Scott Blair's McAdory girls.
So I mentioned Jordan Mickle. We've seen her play, Mariah Wren, London Cheney, Alyssa Laceers, and Brooklyn Woods. They'll have a tall task ahead of them.
Cheney's an 8th grader and Wren a 7th grader. That just goes to show you that Chris Osborne knows his stuff because this is a very, very young basketball team. Let's look at the other side of the floor. The Cougars at 19-1. You've got Hale and Hale. They are twins, both sophomores. Then their number 1 player all the way around is Kamora Brewster, who is a 1,000-point player. So there you look at the Clay Chalkville starting lineup. We continue our starting lineup. Let's go four slide. I got that. Ariel Schaefer.
Well, good evening, guys. As you guys mentioned, we're nearing towards the end of the regular season, but it does not mean that both of these two teams are not putting in the work in order to fine-tune some things before the postseason starts. Was speaking with head coach for Clay Chalkville, Kevin Connor. He told me that he's been really proud of the way this young team is able to grow each and every game. However, he thinks pressure is a privilege to rank 3rd in the state in their classification, so a lot of eyes will be on them moving forward. Heading into tonight, he told me that they had to limit the turnover battle, but when this team, if they do get a lead, they need to be consistent with their effort, not giving up, always keeping their foot on the gas. So he's looking for a crucial good start within the first 5 minutes of this ball game is where he wants to see that improvement. Matt?
Connor, he is 99-35 in his 5th season at Clay Chalkville. So we can all do the math on that, how important this game is to Clay Chalkville and to him, as he could possibly hang 100 tonight as far as victories here with the Cougars. There's a look at McAdory. Their head coach to the left in the McAdory gold, his 11th season. And they will play the winner of Hueytown and Bessemer later this week in hopes of making the playoffs. There's a look at Kamara Brewster. 1,000 points in a career, pretty impressive.
Absolutely. We've seen her play now for a couple of years, and definitely is a scorer and an impact player for this Clay Chalkville basketball team.
They will honor the Lady Cougars, the seniors, after at the conclusion of this basketball game. And, of course, this is just the first of 2 here on Jeffco Ed TV with our fantastic team, as the McAdory boys and the Clay Chalkville boys will play immediately following this. You set it up. You got 8-minute quarters. And let's explain real quick what they do as far as the fouls are concerned. In Alabama High School Athletic Association basketball, looking at some of the fans here, they play 8-minute quarters, as I said, and you're allowed 5 fouls before the opponent gets into the bonus, and the bonus is an automatic 2 from the free throw line. There are no 1-and-1s in Alabama high school basketball, and there are just 1 free throws when it is an and-1 situation. We got the jump ball at midcourt. We're ready to play basketball here at Clay Chalkville. Ball is missed on the tip. They're likely going to redo it.
Oh, the old hand-eye coordination there.
Hale is jumping center for the Cougars. Brooklyn Woods, one of a couple of twins for McAdory. They open in the zone. Pass inside, tipped around, stolen away. Grabbed by Woods. Across the timeline. And there's Woods with a jumper off the glass, won't go. Here comes Hale the other way. Down, corner, 3, too short. Coming off the rim, there's an offensive rebound for the Cougs. Down in the corner, another 3. This one by Brewster, she nailed it. Actually, that was Madison Hale, the other twin. Nailed it nonetheless.
Another look there from the corner. Number 2, Madison Hale buries it.
Just a sophomore. Ball knocked out of bounds. Looked like it was off McAdory. Indeed. You got the Cougars of Clay Chalkville. They are in white. Yellow Jackets in black. Heavy pressure by the Cougars. Trying to break the press with the pass. They do so. Now the Yellow Jackets have the numbers underneath, up and good. Brooklyn Woods.
I think that was LaSears, number 12 for McAdory.
Thank you. Other end of the floor. Dribbling out of bounds. It'll be the Yellow Jackets basketball. Quick tying of the shoe along the baseline.
Alyssa LaSears, really, basketball is not her primary sport. She is a softball player, so her father told me she's anticipating the start of the softball season, so we'll probably see her in a couple of weeks as well.
In about a month, yeah. They'll be opening it up. And you got a lot of information that you talked to her father.
Absolutely.
Pre-game.
Andre LaSears, good golf buddy of mine, great guy, good human being.
McAdory with the basketball. It's 3-2 Cougars. Wren drives baseline, back tip. No. They say she just dribbled it out of bounds.
I think she reached for it and just got one more little pat, but that was good defense.
Yeah, and
Brewster to come from the back and not give up on the play.
Yeah, good call by the officials. Thanks for joining us here. Jeff Coed TV. Oh, good inside pass. And another as going to the rim for 2. That's Brewster that time.
What a great backdoor cut. And for her to have knowledge to know where her teammate was to get that pass right where it needed to be.
Quick passing by the Yellow Jackets down along the baseline. They'll kick it back outside. Ball, no rim. And the shot, bring it across the timeline. That's Kamara Brewster.
I mean, if you look at the passing of this Clay Chalkville team, it's no secret why they're 19-1, just because they have great court awareness. They run their lanes and they make good passes.
And there's a pass. It's tipped out of bounds by Cheney.
Saved.
3 ball. Brewster.
Just like that, Brewster's got 5.
She averages about 14 a game. Quickly, down court, off the glass. 2 for LaSears. 2 more, I should say. Dribbling the basketball, it's Mackenzie Hale. She might have stepped on the side court line, and she did. Little 5-2 run by the Cougars. Yellow Jackets with the basketball. Dribbling, stolen away, or is it to the floor? Yep, now the Cougars come up with it. That's Brewster. She may go coast to coast. Or down in the corner for the 3 ball. In and out. No good. There's another 3 launched by Brewster. Won't go. Long rebound. Offensive board. Clay Chalkville. Top of the key. 3 by Daniel. Won't go. Inside off the glass. We got a whistle.
You know, the Hale twins, they're playing as the bigs in the paint, and they are dominating, getting offensive rebounds and, you know, right like we have now, scoring opportunity from the free throw line.
At the free throw line, Kara King. She plays low, too.
Maddie, you know what? I think I might have been looking at King and not the other Hale sister. Thank you for that correction.
I don't know that I did, but I'll take your word for it. King makes the second of her 2 free throws. Up 5, Clay Chalkville. Dribbling length of the court, puts it up off the glass. Shot no good by Wren. Here come the Cougars. Well, they pass it the length of the floor, both teams in a hurry. Cross-cutting, Brewster goes inside, has to kick it back outside. King has it stolen away in the middle, or do we end up with a jump ball? And we do.
You know, one thing this McAdory girls team is not backing down from the Clay Chalkville, press or the defense or the offense. They are playing hard, and that's what you want to see.
Great passing, and they're getting really good shots, too, though they trail by 5. Across the line, that's Wren, and it's stolen away. Clay Chalkville, trip. I don't think there was anything intentional about it. It just happened, and I think we'll see Autumn Daniel go to the line. Well, actually, that's a floor foul. So, Cougs will have the basketball. That's a look at Autumn Daniel, who's going to come out. Checking in. McDonald, just a freshman. The 3 ball put up outside won't go for Clay Chalkville. And like you said, Chris, here they come on a run. Wren. Ball tipped and then stolen away. That's McDonald. She shoves.
Yep.
And how?
That was pretty obvious.
Yeah, Wren went kind of flying out of bounds, didn't she? Here come the scrappy Yellow Jackets. Cross midcourt, running the show. That's Mariah Wren, just a 7th grader. Inbound. They got it to Woods. Woods kicks it back outside. They go interior. Sears can't get the shot to drop. Rebound. Here come the Cougars.
Great interior pass. Just unfortunate that she couldn't get that ball to drop.
Brooklyn Woods can handle the basketball. Back outside. Oh, great pass in. That's another 2. That might have been King.
Have another look there.
Yep, that was Kyrie King, the sophomore center. Giving Clay Chalkville their largest lead of the game at 7. 2:50 to go here in the first period. Jeff Go-Ed TV. Round the horn go the Yellow Jackets. Wren, between the legs dribble. Short running jumper will not go for Wren. And here comes Clay Chalkville with the basketball. Dribbling through, that's Brewster. She'll shoot, but she will not score.
Not enough English on that layup.
Wren quickly up court, doesn't have the numbers, has the shot, draws the foul. 1 on 4.
You know, it's funny that you say that because some of the scouting that I got said that you might see that from time to time, and that unfortunately lets you know that she has a little bit more basketball maturity to get. She is a 7th grader.
And she just pulled back.
But in this case, it worked out. She gets
a
trip to the line, and she's already scored a bucket.
Mariah Wren on a 15-point per game average. Like you said, just a 7th grader. So she didn't even go to school in this building. Misses the second. She made 1 of 2 with a basketball. Brewster.
I hope not, because she goes to McAdory.
Oh, that's true. Inside, great pass, off the glass, 2 more for King.
Have another look at that. Just great pass.
And Wren out front with the basketball. Cougars trying to take control of the basketball. Yellow Jackets obviously trying to prevent just that. Launched the shot, won't go. King with a strong rebound. Taylon Jenna, just an 8th grader, has checked in for the Yellow Jackets. Oh, nice ball handling, and shot won't go. Put up by LaSears. Let's check that. That was Autumn Daniel, who's back in the basketball game. Now taking their time, dribbling. That's Cheney. Shot won't go. Rebound, Autumn Daniel. Does the small things here. Pass down in the corner. That's Hale for 3.
That's her first 3. Let's have a good look. Kick out pass. Spots up. 3 ball. Beautiful shot. Great camera work, guys.
Indeed. Clay Chalkville now up 11 in the last minute of the first period. Dribble, drive, Wren won't go. Strong rebound. That's King. She'll bring it length of the floor. Actually, that's not King. That's Hale. How about back-to-back buckets for Mackenzie Hale?
She's got 5, a 3, and just that bucket, just that quick. You know, I have to admire the 7th grader Mariah Wren, who is trying to take this Yellow Jackets team and put them on her back, just not able to get anything to fall.
13 seconds left. There she is. Double team, gets out of it. Nope, actually she throws it away. And that's Hale. Will she go coast to coast again? No, she gives it up, dishes it off to Daniel. Basketball ends up in the hands of McAdory. So we'll take a break at the end of the first quarter with the Cougars up by 13 on Jeff Coed TV.
Welcome to Clay Chalkville High School. We are Big Clay. We are Jeff Coed Strong.
Mentioned Mariah Wren, and as she's only a 7th grader, but the last time we saw McAdory was in December, was at Shades Valley. And, you know, I asked head coach Scott Blair, how has she really just taken on that right to be y'all's main ball handler? He said, well, at first there was a lot of pressure, and, you know, that could be tough for a middle schooler, but she's so talented, too, and she has a great basketball IQ. So they've really been working on that with her, getting her confidence, but also getting her to be able to trust her teammates and understand where the ball is and what the defense is giving her, but also not turning the ball over too much. They actually had to add senior Jordan Mickle to the mix just to help relieve those ball handling duties. So keep an eye out on number 2 as well for the Yellow Jackets.
Cougars put the pressure, go the length of the floor, now back out. That's the 3 ball from Hale, won't go. Offensive rebound. Down in the corner. That's King. She got it. Nope, let's check that. That
Hale.
was Madison Hale. That was the other Hale.
She's got 6 on the evening, both 3s.
I think Wren's getting a couple of minutes to catch her breath. Now that's Jenna. Uh-oh. You don't see that terribly often, but it always gives me a chuckle.
And unlike some of the older players, none of the girls tall enough to get it down, but nice young man with a little
with some hops.
Displaying his athletic ability.
There was a time I could have reached that, but no more. Open 3, passes it up. Jenna dribbles, won't go.
The
Here come the
rebounding
Cougars.
of this Clay Chalkville team, both on offense and defense, is amazing.
Good point. Yellow Jackets are pretty much getting one shot and it's over. That's how you become 19-1. And occasionally you get that bounce. Didn't happen. That's Jenna, just an 8th grader.
Oh.
Shot or pass inside. We'll call it a pass. Couple of shots. We just talked about the rebounding, and Woods just got 2 or 3.
I'm calling that a shot, and I think she was fouled shooting a 3. But what do I know?
Well, you know you're up here, and I trust you. Mackenzie Hale, one of the 2 twins, averaging a double-double, will inbound the basketball. No pressure from the Yellow Jackets. Cougars up 16 now.
Boy, that happened fast. Just, a series of great passes, fast breaks, and a few threes sprinkled in.
And pretty balanced scoring so far. With the basketball, that's Daniel. She launches the tray, a little bit too strong. Rebound, run down, that's Brewster. She bags the 3. Wow. These girls can shoot the 3.
They can. She's got 8 on the night, including 2 3-pointers. Kamara Brewster.
Rins checked back in to run the point for the Yellow Jackets. That's her with the basketball. She double dribble. That seemed to be the initial call.
McAdory's definitely, again, young team, but no excuses. They've got to find a way to score some points and at least get back in this game. There's a lot of ball to be left. They're not no shortage on hustle, but they've got to get some baskets to fall.
With the basketball, Daniel, she traveled along the baseline. Gives it up for the Yellow Jackets.
She took a Eurasian step.
Daniel will get a little rest. Backcourt, 7th and 8th grader. The Sears now out at the point. She will cut through to the baseline. 5:50 remaining the first half. Cougars are in control. That one tipped out of bounds by Brewster. Coach told me that, and this is interesting, also troubling, because of the transfer portal, that's where these colleges and universities are putting their emphasis. And a player like her could play junior college ball, but she won't know when until they all get through with their transfer portal.
Right.
And then she'll get a look at Wallace or one of these junior colleges in the state.
And that's kind of the trajectory now. It's like you come out of high school, you play JUCO, you get better, you get stronger, you get faster, and then you jump in the transfer portal. I've never seen anything like it, but that's the state of the game as it is.
You and I could go on all night talking about the transfer portal.
She's coaching up there.
She's got it going
drawing
on.
Up the plays. Cute little girl.
I love the hat, too. Cougars up 19. Yellow Jackets in black will inbound the basketball their end of the floor. There's Wren. Gives it up to Jenna. Wren dribbles. Then she walks along the baseline.
Again, I like the aggressiveness going toward the rack, but, just have
a little out of control.
Yeah, a little out of control, and, you got to know in your mind what your plan is when you attack.
Brewster back outside. That's Hale, Mackenzie Hale, one of the 2 Hale twins. They suit up for the Lady Cougars. Basketball along the baseline. She stepped on it.
So it seems like Clay Chalkville right now a little out of sync because they've got a big lead. They're not playing as sharp as probably Coach Kevin Connor wants them to play. I have a feeling at some point in time he's going to reel them back in. 2-3 defense being played by the Cougars.
The Yellow Jackets really need a bucket. They've been stuck on 5 for several minutes. They're not going to get it that way. Turnover. And Clay Chalkville will bring it back the other way.
So that was London Cheney. And if I'm the coach at McAdory right now, Scott Blair, I'm telling my team, look, don't let this moment be too big for you. Yes, you're playing a good team. You're playing a mature team. But play your ball game. Play the ball that you know that we've practiced and that you're capable of.
That's Hale who looked at the three, decided the better of it. Now Brewster. She kicks it out. A three put up by the Cougars once again. That's another three from Madison Hale.
3 threes for her. She's got 9 points.
And a 22-point lead, and we are still in the second quarter. This is the number 3 team in the state.
You think?
Yeah, and look at they collapse the zone defense and get the interception going. That's Brewster. Dribbles between the legs. Now tries the baseline again. Off the glass. Won't go. Foul in the act of shooting.
Here you go. Another look at that. Kicks it out. I mean, what great ball movement, and drains it.
I don't think it touched orange.
You know, as Kamara Brewster shoots this free throw, I will tell you a quick story. My son and I were playing golf with another father and his son, and they were wearing us out. And so I said, son, look at how he reacts when he makes mistakes. My son said, he's not making any mistakes. And that's kind of where we are with this Clay Chalkville team. They're not making many mistakes.
And makes the free throw.
Buries both of those free throws.
29-5, 3:13 remaining, first half. Wren, there she goes baseline again. Then she puts up an errant shot, actually had it blocked by Kyra King, the sophomore.
Again, I like the idea, but when you bring that ball down to below your chest level, then you're giving an opportunity for hands to get stuck in there and do just that, tie it up or block easily.
There's another three. That time, I believe Hale put it up. No, actually, it was King. These two teams met earlier in the year. Clay Chalkville dominated 57-22, so perhaps this isn't a surprise, but the Jackets, that shot will not count. Ball out of bounds. Checking out, Kamara Brewster will get a little bit of a rest. Maybe through the end of this quarter we'll see she's a senior. Look at Kevin Connor, the head coach, in his 5th year. McDonald. Actually, that's Jenna. Jersey 5. Inbounds to Wren. There's a 3 ball. That's Cheney. Got it. Boy, they really needed a bucket, didn't they?
They did.
Cheney, just an 8th grader. Need to get her a few more shots, perhaps. Ball slapped out of bounds. Possession will remain for the Lady Cougars. Picking a basketball up, Autumn Daniel, freshman guard. Back out top. Stolen away, almost stolen away by the Yellow Jackets. Down in the corner.
You know, Maddie, I'd be interested to see if Ariel, since she's courtside down there, saw exactly what happened that was different on that last trip down the floor for McAdory.
I think, honestly, guys, I think it's just they're taking their time. They're understanding what the defense is giving them. They're seeing what's out in front of them. I think, she had her feet set when she was beyond the arc. That was the first time I didn't see maybe a right foot above the left foot or vice versa. And she also used power within her legs in order to get that shot up. So I think they're starting just to find their rhythm, maybe taking them a quick little bit, but also too, it's different. People are on the floor for Clay Chalkville, so maybe they see something that didn't see before.
Thank you. Down inside. All right, back-to-back possessions, back-to-back buckets as that one was put in by LaSears.
She's got 6 on the night.
Cougars. A little bit more mistake prone here in the last minute or so. Inside, we got a whistle.
Travel.
Daniel Travel.
A lot of time, if you split the defense like that, you either had a super great move or a super great travel.
Well, and sometimes you just come down with both feet flat on the floor, and then a walk is a little bit more likely. Under 2 to go. Cougars up 29-10. Yellow Jackets with the ball. Thrown up by Jenna. Going the other end, there's Brewster.
Wow, what control to make that layup. She draws the contact and forces it up with that right hand. Great shot.
Got a great roll around the rim as well. Back at the other end, girls in black, Yellow Jackets. There's a foul.
No foul, travel.
Nope, traveling. Well, a lot of traveling here lately.
So Wren, again, trying to put this Yellow Jacket team on her back. But sometimes when you do that, you start to make costly mistakes. So if she's going to penetrate, she needs to be thinking about, again, kicking it out to the open person on the wing.
That's Brewster. She gives it up. Hale. Oh, nice in baseline pass and off the glass. Mackenzie Hale. Well, it could have been Hale, could have been King. They were both
King.
together.
That was King.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's that another walk. She was down on all fours and lost control of the basketball. Let's see. Might have got a foul in there. Yellow Jackets are going to maintain possession of the basketball, so I guess there was. Not many fouls in this game. Now getting the baseline shot at the buzzer. It won't drop for Mariah Wren, the 7th grader. And that will end the first quarter of play. Cougars up 33-10. We'll get Ariel to grab camera and mic. Let's go down to Kevin Connor.
Coach, prior to this matchup, you told me that you wanted to see your team be consistent and go off to a good start, specifically in the first quarter. How would you evaluate your team played in this first half?
I think we played okay. Now, it helps us when we can score. Our offense has always kind of been when we hadn't played well, we hadn't scored. We always defend. And so getting off to a good start, we made a couple shots. Mackenzie made a big 3, and we made a couple shots early. So that kind of got us off to a good start, and it kind of fuels our defense even more. So if we can score, we're usually okay. But when we don't play well, it's because we just don't score the ball well enough. Certain nights, shots just don't go. And then, tonight we made some early. It's going to make them stretch out a little bit, and that allowed us to get the ball inside and get some easy buckets.
You also mentioned limiting that turnovers as well. How would you evaluate that aspect and also taking control of the ball?
Obviously, turnovers are big when it comes to, being able to score. And that's one of the things, too. We're still young. And so just making good decisions on offense. And then on defense, we're trying to get better at pressuring. Like, we're still young, and we've always kind of played back a little bit. First time y'all watched us, we played back a little bit. We're playing a little faster, pressing a little more. So we're trying to put more pressure on them. But then we got the ball, we got to calm down, and just not turn the ball over.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you got to calm down when you can shoot the 3 ball like they do.
Right, and kind of what I said, with their squad, they got to kind of a point in the game where they're a little complacent, made some mistakes. I'm sure he's going to try to correct that.
We are at the half. Homestanding Cougars are up 33-10. We'll take a break and be back in the third quarter on Jeff Coed TV.
Preparing Jefferson County students for the jobs of today and tomorrow with hands-on learning. This is the focus of Career and Technical Education, also known as CTE. One of these CTE pathways is the drone program at Chalkville High School.
With the growing industry of drone technology, we feel like it's necessary to jump out in front of the industry.
Mr. Patrick Hatcher leads the program, now in its second year.
My background goes from military experience from 25 years of teaching drones inside of the military.
Hatcher is teaching students skills that will help them become certified drone operators, leading to job opportunities.
We teach our students on the platform necessary to go out and pass the FAA Part 107 exam, and we stress that safety is paramount. We are to teach the components, We're out to teach weather, speed, time, and distance, latitude and longitude, so the kids can learn how to chart on the aviation charts.
Clay Chalkville student Jordan Rush is the president of the Drone Club. He is using these skills he learned to help record video for the Cougars football team.
My main job is just making sure the film is done correctly. I make sure everything is right with the drone, make sure stuff like the batteries, what's damaged, what isn't damaged, what worked, what doesn't work. Just make sure the footage is good in general.
Jordan says he's been fascinated with drones for several years. And now a senior, Jordan says he's been learning about career opportunities from Hatcher.
They're heavily used in agriculture and can be used with real estate, construction sites, and just really shows a bunch of different uses that drones can really have.
Reporting for Jeff Coed TV, I'm Maya Pippins.
In McAdory High's art class, you can find students carefully trimming trash bags and thoughtfully attaching plastic bows. Not the typical medium this class works with, and there's a heartwarming reason why. 12th grader Sela Bradley and art teacher Danielle Tickell explain.
We're working on our trash bag dresses for the second shift fundraiser. The goal is to make a dress of some sort, or even suits, out of at least 75% trash bag.
It's all about taking that traditional element of the trash bag being used when foster kids are bounced from home to home or when they're pulled out of their homes. Sometimes all they have is a trash bag to put their belongings in, and it's what fits in the bag is what goes.
McAdory students have been involved in Second Shift's Swag the Bag fundraiser for several years now.
I have two younger siblings that were both adopted out of foster care. And then my husband and I are also both in the adoption process as well. So just the idea of foster care and adoption has always been close to my heart. And then being able to share that with our students has been really important.
And these students have jumped at the opportunity to help others through their art. Sela and Paulina Castillo explain their designs.
I have a bodice here, and so I started off by pretty much starting off with the corset part. I used string, I used cardboard, which is right here at first, and then I taped it in on top of that to make sure that it would be, stick together to the actual bag.
I'm gonna make a simple ball gown with a lot of texture and kind of a bubble skirt in a sense. Lots of layers and ruffles, and it's going to be a high-low, so it's shorter in the front, and then it goes out into this long train.
This project not only serves as a unique challenge for students, but also as a reminder to lift others up and help out when you can. For Jeff Coed TV, I'm Emma Owen.
We're at Clay Chalkville. We're at the break, and the number 3 team in the state is dominating as they lead by 23. They also dominated when it came to 6A football this past season. Chris, we had a chance to do several of their games, but they won the 6A championship as they beat Saraland. But when I think of them, I think of two players, Corey Barber, the wide receiver, and then that's the MVP right there. That's Aaron Fry.
They were quite the connection for this year. When we saw them the first time, the first game of our season, I knew that they were going to be something special this year, and they were. They won the state championship, as you say, lifting that map high.
That blue map. Let's go side court. Scott Blair and Ariel.
Coach, towards the end of the second quarter, your team had really good back-to-back possessions, specifically from beyond the arc. What did you like about your way the team finished that first half?
Oh, we moved the ball a little bit better. It was more inside out, moving the ball with a lot more pace. And if you do that, you get better shots. That's what that was.
And then heading into this final 2 quarters, what is the message? What would you like to see in these opening 5 minutes?
Well, we just said, if you move the ball side to side, inside out, you get better looks, and that's what we got to do.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Ariel. What do you think McAdory's got to do here?
I think they've got to make some shots, and they've got to pass the ball in a way that is not going to produce turnovers. I think they do those two things, and they might be able to cut down some of this lead a little bit. I think number 4, Mariah Rent, has to settle down, and like her coach said earlier, trust her teammates, find the open person, and give them a chance to score.
And Wren is just a 7th grader. A lot of pressure going up against the number 3 6A team in the state.
This is a big stage for her, and it also, will allow her some growth. This is a growth opportunity.
Now, you might be wondering, since we keep referencing Clay Chalkville as the number 3 team in the state, who was in front of them. It's Hazel Green, who's a longtime power in girls basketball in the state, and then Park Crossing, who I believe won it all last year. So here we go. Third quarter about to get underway. Those are the Cougars in white with the dark blue trim, and McAdory is in black with the gold. The yellow with the yellow jackets. Cross-court pass. Near steal. Here's another 3 from Clay Chalkville. It's good. It's either King or Hale, depending on the no, it is a Hale, but it's Madison. So there you got it with another 3. I'm going to challenge you here real quick as we watch the game. How many threes have they made? I'll give you a minute. Wren dribbles, crossover dribble, cuts to the lane. She probably walked again.
7 threes. How quickly is that? 7 threes.
And meanwhile, on the other side, the Yellow Jackets have 4 or 5 walks. Probably close to 10 turnovers, and that has led to a 26-point lead for the Cougars. And they have the ball. Inside, cutting back door. Oh, she got it back, putting it up. That's Hale, won't go. No, that's King. To my defense, they both have long hair. Their digits begin with 2. There's a 3 and a 4. Inbounds pass, a beautiful one, and that time it was 24, Mackenzie Hale.
She's got 9 on the night.
McAdory trying to get something going offensively. They got 5 points in the first and 5 points in the second. There's an offensive rebound and drawing the foul. That'll be LaSears, who played a nice first half.
She did. LaSears had 6 in the first half, and she'll go to the line, shoot a couple.
Look at both coaches right there. It's Connor on your left, Blair on your right. And at the line, LaSears miss. At the line for her second. Did she get the roll? She got the bounce. 2 of them. So she got 7 now. Cougars in white with the basketball. Trying to get it baseline. Inside pass. McDonald won't go.
Great defense by McAdory on that to converge 3-on-1. Prevent that from being an easy bucket.
Driving the baseline. That's Cheney. Gives it up to Woods. Her shot won't go. Offensive rebound. Defensive rebound. And here come Clay Chalkville. Oh, nice defense there. Tipped away and turns into a turnover. Get your hands up in the passing lane.
McAdory has really turned up their defense coming out of the locker room.
Rolling across the lane, LaSears. Shot won't go, and here come the Lady Cougs. Dribbling, lost a handle on it, put the shot back up, got her own rebound. That's all the work of Camara Brewster. Shot put up, missed, long rebound. Yellow Jackets, nice pass underneath. Back outside. Mickle. Starter, but didn't call her name much in the first half. Wren gets bumped out of bounds, and that'll be a foul.
Yeah, the last time that we saw this team, Mickle really was an impact player, and so maybe she'll get fired up. She has 0 points on the night so far.
As a senior, and they will see if maybe she can become more active here. That's a good look at her. She'll inbounds for the Yellow Jackets. Got it down low to Woods. But now back out. Micklin Woods back and forth. That's Wren dribbling. Underarm shot.
The nice little scoop shot just wouldn't go. It looked like it was halfway down the cylinder.
Driving the lane to the other end, that's Hale. She's going to pick up. She'll draw the foul. And she'll go to the line.
You know, the score's a little lopsided, but, you know, one thing that I noticed in this game is bonus fouls team fouls have not really been an issue.
You are correct. Got the roll. On the season, Mackenzie Hale, one of the two twins, Madison being the other, averages a double-double, about 12 points and 10 rebounds a game. Let's check with Ariel.
Well, speaking of one of the Hale twins, Mackenzie Hale, head coach Kevin Connor told me that in his 20-plus years of coaching, she is by far the hardest worker he's ever coached. And when she plays well, that really helps motivate their team and drive the team. She's been super special because even when she's off offensively, she's still a powerhouse when you think about what she could do defensively. Like that right there, even though it went out of bounds, she can force some turnovers. She just brings passion and energy, and she's been such a joy to coach over the past couple seasons, guys.
Thank you. As I said, double-double girl. Inbounding the basketball. That's Mickle again. Way back out. Wren grabs control, not a back court because the ball was tipped. 2-3 zone displayed by the Lady Cougars. Dribbling, puts up the short runner. Nice play, LeSears. She believes she's got 9 now. Top of the key, bottom of the key. Basket, up and in, plus the foul.
And one.
And one. That shot was Cham Moore, who's checked in off the bench, and I imagine Kevin Connor is going to play a lot of his 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players. Oh, 3-point play for Moore. You know what, Kevin Connor, and this will not be a jinx on my part, okay? Because the head coach told me, he said one of the reasons we're 19-1 is, let's knock on the table here. They have had no injuries and no illnesses all year.
That's amazing in itself.
3-pointer down in the corner.
There's Mariah Wren. That's 4 for her, first 3-pointer. That's a confidence builder for the 7th grader.
She needed one. Here's the 3 ball. Cougars got it.
Goodness gracious.
That was Mackenzie Hale. She got a few of those.
She's got a couple of 3s.
And again, going back to what Ariel just told us, it's just an all-around player. LeSears holding the basketball, flips it back out to Wren. Short on the 3, rebound. In wide, here comes Clay Chalkville. Down in the corner, shot put up, got it. They just go burying them. I have to check interference on the hair.
I think that was Madison Hale.
It was Madison, the other Hale. We got twins. There's an inbound pass, an attempted inbound pass. It's tipped away. Here comes Clay Chalkville trying to run it the other way. Out of bounds.
So, Maddie, if in fact that was Madison Hale, that is her 5th 3-pointer on the night.
You know, the other night against or last time they played McAdory. She had 6, so I guess this is no surprise. Inbound of the basketball, the Cougars leading 49-15. Oh, inbounds pass, tapped back out. Up, nice defense, Alyssa Lasiers, the senior. Yellow Jackets the other way. Jenna puts it too high off the glass. Rebound, Clay Chalkville. Just under 3 remaining in the third quarter. Going coast to coast with it. Putting it up 3. Let's watch it. That'll be Hale again.
It's her first 2 of the night. Which Hale? I think that was Mackenzie.
That
Hale.
was Mackenzie. Nice save, but picked off by the Yellow Jackets. Rashid is in. That's Jenna with the basketball. Lasiers puts it up, can't get it to go. May have been partially blocked. There's a push off underneath. Get back. And that's Mackenzie Hale with the basketball. Is there a position she can't play? She kind of ran the show from the point there. With the basketball. Hale misses. Tipped back out with the basketball. That's Daniel. Inside, off the glass, 2 for King. Yeah, let's check that. That's McCula, the junior, who has come in off the bench. As I said, Connor's going to go deep to his bench. He did. McCula answered with a basket. Jenna, golly, it just won't roll for her. Baseline, shot put up. It won't go, but drawing the foul. And going to the line was in the act.
Autumn Daniel, we haven't called her name a lot.
Number 11.
Be her first opportunity to score a couple of points here. Get on the box score.
Well, she plays a lot. She does those little things. You need to be 19-1. Free throw, too short. Kind of a line drive chest shot, huh?
A little flat. Again, set your feet, use your knees. As you see her go through the motion.
That's a good look.
Flick that ball off the wrist.
Got that one.
You're welcome, Autumn. That'll be 29-50.
Another point and a 54-15 lead. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Another turnover provided by McAdory. Going the length of the floor is Mackenzie Hale, and she brings it back out. Now she goes to the basket. Can't get that one high enough off the glass. Might have been partially blocked. Jenna goes the other end, and tall timber. Rebound. That'll be the end of the third quarter, with the Clay Chalkville Lady Cougars in command, 54-15 over the McAdory Yellow Jackets on Jeff Coed TV.
Welcome to McAdory High School, home of the Yellow Jackets. Check out all the things we have going on right now. It's a great day to be a Yellow Jacket. We are Jeff Coed strong.
With Clay Chalkville in control, let's go side court. Here's Ariel Schaefer.
You guys have been mentioning Clay Chalkville's depth and how much confident they seem also compared to the starters. But when I talked to head coach Kevin Connor, he said their depth has been able to mold into their own because they have great leaders like Kamora Brewster. You mentioned she just passed 1,000 career points. But here's some other stats that he told me. She's a 4-year starter. She has made 3 state tournament appearances. Before this game, her record at Clay Chalkville for the past 4 years is 86-26. Absolutely incredible. And she's played in a bunch of big games. She knows how to show up in big moments, but the way she's able to attack the rim, but also the ability she has of being a floor general really rubs off on this team, and that's why they have so much confidence within their depth, and that's what you need when you're trying to make a state final appearance.
Great stats. He also showed me another one that she's led her team to one Sweet 16 and an Elite 8. Boy, there's a nice runner from Jenna. Just an 8th grader.
Jenna's got 2 on the night.
She's got a lot of minutes, though.
Yeah, she's definitely been making an impact.
Down in the corner, that's Rouser. Won't go. Yellow Jackets with a basketball. Essence Rouser, just a sophomore, has checked in. I got at least nine players that have gotten minutes. There's an air ball for the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, and here's the thing. This is the type of game where you want to do that. You want to see who's going to step up behind your starters, behind your 6th person. What are the other 4 going to do?
Cougars with most of their bench in. Running shot by Brazier. There's the 10th I've seen play. It didn't go. There comes Jenna with a basketball. She seems to be running the show more than Wren. Of course, I don't believe Wren's in the game. That makes a big difference too, doesn't it? Whistle on the floor. We'll check to see. We got a foul.
And here's the other thing, senior night here for the Cougars. They're pumped up. But if you're McAdory with these subs in, if any time you wanted to try to run the tables, now's the time.
3 ball too strong. And we got a jump ball. I don't even see a possession like. But I guess we can say Cougars basketball. Looking for their 20th win of the year. Cutting the baseline off the glass high. 2 more for the Cougars, and they love that because Essence Rouser has scored, just a sophomore.
Look at that. Backdoor cut, nice catch, and easy bucket. Good job.
Wow, the bench really exploded on that one. Baseline, soft jumper, put up, won't go.
Here's the thing, Maddie. When you're a starter, you want to see your reserves play, right? And you want to see them score buckets because they're in there day after day working just as hard. They just may not have had all of the skill yet that your starters have. So you get excited when your bench scores.
Chloe Jones has checked in for the Yellow Jackets along with Pippin. Oh, nice open inbounds off the glass. There's 2 for the Yellow Jackets, and that's another 2 for Alyssa Lasiers.
She's comfortably in double digits now, but still a mountain to climb.
Yeah, it is. Down 36 here with under 4 in the 4th quarter. Almost a walk. Instead, a great pass inside. Rouser was looking for another 2, but had it blocked. Blocked by Rashid. Jenna across the line.
Looks like a floor foul there, blocking foul. Kind of tripped up Jenna a little bit.
Also getting some minutes for Clay Chalkville off the bench is Alex Powell. Down in the corner, Jenna drives, short jumper, too strong off the glass. Offensive rebound, put up and in.
That was Pippen, I think. Number 13, yep. Malaya Pippen. It's her first 2.
There's a long shot, looks short, possibly dropped. There comes Jenna the other way, drives, draws the foul. I like the minutes we've seen in number 5. Taylin Jenna, just an 8th grader.
Yeah, I think she's got a promising future as a point guard or shooting guard. Kind of fearless.
Whoop, wouldn't go. There's the Cougars bench. And nothing but net in that shot.
She's got 3 on the evening. You know, Maddie, I'm not from Alabama, and so it's a little strange to me because in Tennessee, I was never aware of 7th or 8th graders being able to play on the high school squad, ever.
I don't think that it's a lot more. We see it a lot more at the girls' level. But we've seen some at the boys' level, at least playing as freshmen, a couple of times as 8th graders. But I don't remember it either in Alabama. Good roll. There we go. That's Brazier, the senior. That's good to get minutes and points as a senior. And she will inbound the basketball as we are now. They're running clock, which is the right thing to do. Which means they're not stopping on out of bounds. Stolen away. That's Jenna. The other end of the floor. Boy, nice ball movement and goes to the right side of the rim, puts it up and in.
Here you go, another look. Right hand to the right side of the rim, and another steal.
There she goes. Nice off the glass. Nice touch. Back-to-back buckets for Taylin Jenna.
She's got 7 now.
That means the Sears and Jenna probably have most of their points. Oh, nice pass down low, up and good. That was Brazier, I believe.
It was.
At the other end, Yellow Jackets. Errant pass. She was looking for Brazier, didn't happen. Here come the Cougars in white and looking for their 20th win of the year. There's a running jumper, a little strong, got rim. I think we understand why they're about to be 20-1.
Very impressive ball squad here.
Looking to inbounds and add to their 59, get to 60 or 61 or 62. Not with that one. Pass intercepted by Mickle. No shot. Good at the buzzer. And congratulations to Clay Chalkville's Cougars. They win it going away 59-27. There is Coach Kevin Connor, and we'll get a word from him. His 100th victory at Clay Chalkville. He is 135. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
And here he comes towards the microphone and camera to join Ariel, side court. Congratulations on your 100th win.
The first to congratulate you on 100 career wins here at Clay Chalkville. What do you think about these past 5 seasons? What has this program meant to you, and how has it developed you as a coach today?
I mean, it means everything to me. I mean, these kids work so hard. And like I said, as a coach, it's great to have individual accomplishments, but it's all about the kids. Like I got a senior over at Kamora Brewster. She's been here, a starter for 4 years. I mean, those wins are as much hers as they are mine. I mean, she's running this program. She's, led us the last several years by herself. A couple of years ago, it was an older group, and she's kind of that younger one. And now she's kind of took over that leadership role as the older one, and so with a bunch of young guys. And so she's had to lead this thing kind of by herself as far as leadership. And so these wins are all about the Kamora Brewsters, Brooklyn Phillips, the guys that's come through here, Mackenzie Hill. It's about the players. I mean, it's about the players.
This win tonight marks 20 wins on the season. And tonight it took the bench, it took everyone. Your depth, how will that propel you when you think about postseason play?
I mean, it's huge because the more guys you got that you trust to put on the floor, because you never know. We've had a couple of games where Mackenzie's got in foul trouble, and it's flu season. You just never know. We've been lucky with no injuries. We've been lucky with nobody sick, but, you just don't know. We got Gardendale Friday night, big area game, and you just never know who's going to be healthy, who's not. So having that depth is big.
Also, you guys were able to shoot it well from beyond the arc. Have you ever seen Mackenzie Hill shoot it that well from beyond the arc?
She is capable, yes. Now, does she shoot all the time in the game? No. We get on her about not shooting enough because she wants to drive and she's strong and physical and wants to get to the rim. But she can definitely shoot it. But, it's good to see her. When she's making shots, she's about unguardable.
Coach, congratulations on 100. We're looking forward to seeing you guys in the postseason.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Do some quick math as he is in his 5th year. He's averaging 20-plus wins a year.
Yeah, absolutely. Close to it.
Big win, also the 20th win of the year for Clay Chalkville, as they will advance to play in their area final later this week, and then I'm certain they are headed to the playoffs as well. As this team they're as good a girls team as I've seen all year.
And you heard him say their next team that they've got to face is Gardendale. And Gardendale is having its own set of challenges with some illness and an injury to their key player, the coach's daughter.
Yeah, Barry's out.
Barry's out. So it'll be interesting to see that game.
They are going to honor the seniors here at Clay Chalkville. They're talking about Kamora Brewster. Certainly hear the crowd congratulating Brewster, the senior, 1,000-plus points. Showering her with balloon basketball, gifts. Parents are on the floor. That's very cool. I hope that wasn't one of the balloons we saw drift up into the rafters a minute ago. It was to be presented to the seniors. I had jerseys with their names on. Look at homestanding Clay.
Gotta love the family affair. You're only a senior once.
Sly and the family stone. Honoring the next senior. Check to see who's coming out. Lauren Brazier, the senior, receiving her accolades.
She had 3 points tonight, so she gets on the box sheet on her last game here at Clay Chalkville.
Again, lots of smiles, as you would expect, especially with a 30-point win. And picture time. Well, they're all happy for their seniors. Another senior. Zakayaraya. They do not have her on my roster, but what a cute girl. Nice smile. Zakayaraya. Congratulations as a senior. And there you have the 3 seniors for Clay Chalkville, who finished the regular season at 30-1. Well, we might have another senior. I believe we do.
Cheerleaders.
Oh, of course. And we're going to allow you to watch the festivities and take just a little bit of a break, although they are allowing for extra time between these two games. Boys are next. And, congratulations to the Cougars, of course. They're just a dominating basketball team. I said they're the best girls team. They're certainly the best shooting and best offensive team we've seen all year.
I mean, if you look at the threes made in this game, goodness gracious, they were raining them in. Brewster led the way. Looking at my notes here, Kamara Brewster had 3, but Madison Hale, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Madison Hale was really on fire with threes tonight.
Yeah, she made 5. As we noted, she made 6 in her previous game against McAdory. We're going to take a break, get ready for the boys. We're at Clay Chalkville, getting ready to see the Cougars and McAdory.